How you doing, everybody? Randy Richard in the shop. This is for the Jeep. This is the new intake manifold. It's not new, but I've cleaned it up and got cleaned up a lot of the outside, some of the casting flanges and all that. It was pretty bad. Anyway, it's a 2-barrel manifold, missing a stud. I have studs for it. The fuel injector body will sit on top of this right there. Anyway, I might take it down and blast it still, so I haven't done that. But anyway, this video is about the heater. Right here is this unit goes in here, like I think like so. Okay, and this is an air heater. Most people don't even use these. You need a, you got to have some. It has some controls that really go with it. It's designed to preheat the air in the manifold on a cold engine. Well, my old single barrel with a carburetor never had this. This was a later idea. This is a older, or not as old, I should say, manifold. This is a later year one. Like I said, most people don't even use these, but I have it. And if you see here, the wiring is quite questionable. It's not shorted, so I haven't applied any power to it. I don't really want to try it until I know more, because you can't buy this part. I have not been able to find this single part anywhere. But I probably don't even need it, so I'm probably going to end up blanking it off. But I'm going to take this apart. There's a part number on here, EF3242601, and I believe that's the part number. A lot of parts are with that EF type number, so that's probably the part number. But I have not been able to find where or anybody who could supply a new one, right? They're probably all used or old, and so I have a used old one. But like I say, no, most people don't even use them. But this is riveted together. This end cover plate has 4 rivets in it. And so I'm going to drill those out, and we're going to check this out to see if I could replace the lead, make sure it's okay, and maybe I can make this work. And that's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to go a little smaller. Yeah, these are a lot smaller. I got number 40, Joel. That's a 4 with 3/32 rivet. That was spinning. They're spinning. So those hard rivets to get out, I set them with a center punch, backing them up, and then set them tight with a center punch, and then drill them out with the old hand drill. That worked really well. So there it is. Oh, look at that! It's even a plugged-in. Oh, there we go. This has a little connector. So if this is that's just the electrical connection to 4 little heater deals, I think, and I think they had conductive paste or something on them. And it has a screw. Oh. So power came in and applied voltage to those. Yeah. So we should clean those up there, those contacts.
don't know if these are separate elements or what. And there's a screw. Huh. We'll get a meter and we'll kind of check that out a little bit. Interesting. And we'll remove this wire. There, I got the wire off. So that's good. I can fix the wire. That's very doable. A little charred, but yeah, huh. Measuring these to the housing, so that would be ground basically, right? And 3.2, 3.6, 3.5, 3.1. And you know, with this, they are basically all in parallel with one another. I took the screw out. Lost the screw. There's the screw. I took the screw out of the center there. I don't know why there's a screw in there. Don't know what that bump is. All I know is that these need to be cleaned up for that to make good electrical contact. Then we'll put some. I think we'll put some voltage on it and see what happens. Well, I got things kind of cleaned up, and this is just 1/4-inch tabs. I'm just, for now, we're just going to. This wire is not too bad a shape, really, right here. So we're going to cut that off. And I removed this from the other end, but that way we can connect something to this. I'll probably find a better piece of wire, but for now, this is what we're going to use. Just use it. This is more of a testing situation. Basically 0. So, okay. That goes there. Oh, the wire comes out over here. Okay. And the wire comes out over here, like so. And we'll get a couple, some screws or something to pull that together. Alright, got some screws. I think it'll work. There, tight enough. We just need some power. Alright, I got my DC power supply. Now this can do 30 amps, as I remember. And we've got it hooked up here. And we got a heat gun here, so we can measure this. And it's kind of, let's see, what's the ambient? Ambient's about 56 degrees in here right now. So, turn it on, and we'll do constant current. Well, we'll control the current. Let's see what we can do here. Because what happened there? Let's see. But let's see here. Anyway, oh, hey, it's getting warm already. 94, 95. It's not shorted out, so yeah. 100 and down inside there, 120, 30, climbing. It's getting hot. My hand. 15, 16, 17. A little, let it draw a little bit more. I don't know how much it wants to draw. Well, we're at 12 volts, so that'd be, you know, your car, your battery, basically. You might have 14.2 or so, 13.5 if your battery's charged because of alternator. So there, I have this turned all the way up, and it's drawing about 10 amps. Hotter than the pistol, 160, 180, 190, 195, 196, 7. So there we go. It works. We fixed it, I think, because cleaning up the inside and fixing the wire, and only drawing about 8 amps now. So 200 degrees, 205. So I think we have it functioning. When I take it back apart, I'm going to put some heat shrink or something to protect the wire where it comes out of the unit, or it exits. So I'll put something on there, a little more protection, and it's maintained about 220 there in some spots. It's all various, all matters where you're hitting it here on these little heat sinks. The body's about 150 degrees down here, so nice and toasty. 6 amps. I think it's good to go. I think it's functional. I'll have to look into, you need a relay, you'll need a switch, at least that, so you could just control it manually. Before they had it tied into your engine temperature gauge and stuff, so, or in the temperature sensor, so as the engine, once it got warm, it would turn off the heater, things like that. But if anything, most people just put a switch on them now and use it if they need it. So, sweet. We have something that works, and I'm happy. All right. I cut this end off because I'm not going to match a plug to that automotive one. I'm not worried about it. I'll put something else on there. So I cut that off. I double shrink wrap that. So there's actually 2 shrink wraps on there. And I coated this with conductive grease. It's a carbon conductive grease. It'll help so that those don't corrode or anything, and also provides really good contact for the contacts here. And we're going to put that on there, right? And the wire goes out where this little lug is. So we're just going to drop that on there. Now this goes on here, and we took out 4 3/32 rivets. So this side is a flush. This is the outside, and this side here, they are they're counterboard. They're not really. Let me see here. I don't know if you can tell, but they're counterboard. They're not really countersunk. So I have some aircraft rivets here. Now these are 100-degree countersunk rivets, but they fit. They're 3/32, but they fit in there just perfect. And because this comes up against the flange, so these will go in there just perfect and won't interfere with this flange. Okay, I don't have any Clecos that size. I have bigger ones, but I don't have any of that size. Anyway, that's okay. We're going to put this on there. We will align the holes visually, and we're just going to put vice grips on for now. We need to get one right off the bat, so do an easy one. All right, these are solid rivets. This is a squeezer, and I've already put in some anvils. I've done a whole video about the squeezer. Really, most the time you'll see one of these all working on aircraft, and that's what I used to do. So, yeah, so you can adjust this here. You turn this lower one. to get the right amount of squish and squeeze them. And that's about it. We'll just see if I can do this in frame here. This is tough with cameras and everything in the way. So that side there. Now, we're just going to get that on there and squeeze the living daylights out of it. Now, you want it, the head, the diameter of that head, 1.5 times the diameter of the rivet. So that was, I didn't really like test and preset, so we're just gonna give it a little more squeeze. Now you can only do this once or twice because that rivet gets really hard, and that's really close. A little bit more. That's about right. So we're not flying an airplane here. This is a car. So that will work for what we're doing. And we'll get another one in there. Okay, so see that gap? You really don't want to have a gap like that. You want that as tight as possible. So we're going to put the clamp there. Hopefully we can still get it in there, because the rivet will not pull it tight. Just for your information, it will not. So you want it tight beforehand. You see the smoke? Sometimes you get a little puff of smoke. Alright, we'll just go around over here. You gotta leave enough room to get the squeezer in. Probably doing a lot of this off. I can't watch the camera to see what I'm doing here. Squeezer's awesome job. They're not too awful expensive. And it comes with a whole kit. It comes with a larger anvil so you can reach deeper in. A bunch of your anvil pieces here, or this is the yoke, I should say, a bigger yoke. And it's all, that's what these rings are. These are just to pull the pin so you can change the yoke. And these just snap in. They just slip in there. They're little tension rings. And there's ones for countersunk rivets and domed head rivets, the brazier head ones and stuff. So yeah, a little lock to keep it closed in the case. But yeah, check the video out. I'll try to put a link to that video or something. Anyway, this is like as good as new, and it works. Thank you guys for watching. Please join as a member. It's cheap. It's like $1 or something. It's cheap. Yeah, I can use all the help I can. It helps me do the videos and gives me time to do all this stuff. So, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. And remember, subscriptions are free. But if you're a member, you don't get ads. I try to make sure there's no ads on those. Anyway, that's about it. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching.